From Delaware's premier television company comes a new and exciting website, Delaware28.com. On Delaware28.com, you can check on the latest updates on all your favorite shows. Around Town, City Scene, Cook to Order, Product Knowledge, and The Tim Call Show. And now you can also enjoy our live feed feature where you, too, can become a star. So don't delay and get on your computer today and check Delaware28.com. Delaware's premier television programming is now your premier website.
Hi, Tim Qualls for Around Town. I'm down here at the Delaware Humane Association. A lot of people like myself, you always call it the Delaware Humane Society, but there is no society. It's an association. And when I talk about that, you guys do a tremendous job. I don't know how you can do it and put up with some of the things that you get to see coming through here and everything. This is Patrick here with me. We're going to talk about adopting pets and a great way to adopt a pet. Because what's great about it is what you guys put a pet through to see what that pet is. You got to get a feel what kind of home that pet will go to.
Sure. Well, we usually start with assessing their behavior and their medical situation as well, their health. So we're looking for animals who are healthy and also who do well in a home, aren't too aggressive, and so forth.
Yeah, now the nice thing about it is, so I don't want everybody to run down here and try to drop their animals off, because it's a little bit different here. They want to be sure that it's the right animal that they can place into a home and everything. So you guys do it a nice way. Somebody because things happen. We just got through looking at one particular animal that the elderly lady had to go to a home, had to give up the loved one that she loved the most was her animal, and it's down here now looking for a new home. So it just depends on the situation. So we ask that you call if you have a pet that you need to drop off, definitely call ahead of time so you guys can set up assess it a little bit.
Yeah, we call it an intake assessment. Yep. And if you just need to release your animal, you can also, the other option for that is the SPCA, who has the control contract for the state.
Yeah. Now let's talk about it if we can, because it's more important to me to find ones like this a home, because what a great dog this is. Let me tell you a little bit about the dog. Well, in fact, you know her a little bit better than I do, so you tell them a little bit about it.
Well, this is Sabrina, and Sabrina's a Chow mix, and she's been here she's one of the ones who's been here the longest, probably a year, and just, I guess she's a sweetheart, but she looks a little intimidating, because she's a Chow, which some people have a little bit of issues with, but also pit mix as well. So, but she's a sweetheart, and
I love the color.
Yeah, she's just one of those one of our dogs that just, as they say, just doesn't show well in the shelter. So we've been working hard to get her a home, so she needs one.
Yeah, so if you're looking for a dog, I mean, you definitely want to look at that one. Plus, many, many more. I mean, you guys usually carry anywhere from 25 to 40 dogs back there in the kennel area, and what a selection! That's the amazing thing is, from puppies to grown dogs, and if anybody out there wants to take care of one for the last few years of her life, you've got one of those back there, just adorable, look like a shepherd mixed with something there that was with a family for 11-some years, and all of a sudden then things have changed and the family can't, and I don't have long to live, but at the same time, we've got a great animal.
Right, and we have that policy where if you adopt from us, we ask that you bring the animal back to us so we can ensure that it gets another good home. So that's what happened with that situation, where after so many years they come back.
Yeah,
and have a way to.
I'm telling you, after 11 and a half years to come back, she's 11 and a half years old, but what a great dog. Could give you a couple good years there at least. And then if you look at, if you want a puppy, I mean, I've seen little puppies there. And when you're assessing the animals, that's the nice thing about it. When you take them through that medical checkup and all that, which is, of course, a cost there. And we're going to talk about that a little bit, too. But you find things wrong. We met one little puppy that's just adorable as adorable can be. And at the same time, she's got some health issues.
Yeah, we have a little puppy. Her name is Bessie because she looks like a little black and white cow. She really does. But she has a hole in her heart. So she's been to the cardiologist, a veterinary cardiologist, and she's up for adoption, but she's just going to need special care, special medicine as she gets older. And it's possible that her life won't be as long as a typical dog. So it's just going to take that family that has a special place in their heart for a dog with a heart issue or heart condition.
Yeah, and the main thing is a family, because you don't want excitement and everything else. Doctor said be sure it goes to a home. So, somebody, some elderly couple out there that wants to give a dog a lot of love for the last few, because one thing about it is, and you know it and I know it, it's tough for you because you see this every day, but it just, some of these animals and just looking for a good place to live.
Yeah, absolutely. And, we've met a lot of adopters who have that special concern for older dogs and cats as well. So they'll specifically come in looking for someone who really needs a home because they know that a puppy's going to get a home most likely, and younger dogs. So, those people do exist out there.
Now, I'm not talking about dogs and dogs and dogs, but behind us, we got cats and more cats. I mean, there's cats everywhere. And the kittens, like you said, are just now coming into the season for when you're going to get a lot of kittens. But when yeah, but when you talk about cats, the same thing applies. You've got them broken down to what kind of home that cat can go to.
Yeah, we have we basically, through assessment again, we place the cats in our free roaming rooms, which is usually the best scenario. We have about 3 of them where the cats just live in harmony kind of together. And then we have a room that there are cats that are a little more feisty, little more, maybe more complicated. And then we have some cats in single cages because they just have, we know that they like to be alone.
Yeah, and don't like the other kittens around them. So it's not necessarily the humans that they have problems with. It's the other cats and dogs. But when you're talking about it, if we could, because you guys are a nonprofit organization, you run by doing what you do and for everybody, and it takes that the people out there giving.
Yeah, it does. It's the main way we're funded is from individual contributions. So people are our biggest funder, people who believe in what we do and love animals. And we're funded by the fees that we have to charge in order to care for the animals. And we get some support through grants and other things like that.
But the best thing is these guys here getting to a good home. I'm telling you, if you're looking for a dog, right here is your dog. Good looking. I mean, you can tell a lot of energy too. I mean, she definitely wants to give somebody and that wants to take a dog with them everywhere they go. I think she'd be that type.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yep. It's a great place. People who adopt from a shelter know that they're not only doing a good thing to place an animal into a home, but to get them out of a shelter. Shelter can be a tough environment for an animal. We do the best we can, but it's just, the ideal place is to be in someone's living room or in their bedroom or wherever.
Well, you guys only have so much love down here you can spread around. I mean, there's a lot of them down here. So, trying to get that special one-on-one treatment, which they all deserve. I mean, just, and once you do that, the loyalty that the animal gives back to you just tremendous. We're going to try to keep you up to date from the Delaware Humane Association on a regular basis on what's available here and everything. Patrick, want to thank you for letting us. Now, let's talk about as people come in, they get registered and then go fill out the applications, all that. Because you got to check out the home just as well as you do the animals. But when the animal leaves here, I mean, the nice thing about it, you guys take care of it. You're getting anything that's wrong with a dog, you know about it.
Sure, yeah. We really pride ourselves on good medical care. So we take good care of them while they're here. And we set them up with, they leave with a veterinary exam as well. And then they are all spayed or neutered when they leave here. We do all of our animals just to control pet overpopulation. And they get a microchip in their shoulder so that they can be identified if they're lost. And then we also give we have a lot of veterinary hospitals who cooperate with us. Everyone gets a free first vet exam with their adoption that they can go home with. And then we do encourage people to stay in touch with us if they have medical issues to let us know. I wanted to mention, too, that we do low-cost spay-neuter surgery here at THA 3 days a week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. So anybody, she really wants this treat, anybody who needs to get their dog or cat spayed or neutered can do that here. It's for the public for minimal fees compared to, they're lower cost. And we also do wellness clinics out in the community once a month in cooperation with, we do them at firehouses or at Concord Pet Stores, where you can get rabies and distemper shots and microchips for a low cost.
Yeah, because you guys got that portable bus we covered here a few years back when you got that. What a great thing that is to have out there. But definitely, if you're looking for a pet, folks, I'm telling you, you can shop a lot of different places, but the best place to shop is give these guys a home because they're looking for it right now. They seem to like the warden down there as long as he's got his treats in his pocket, too. I noticed that. But this is Patrick once again, and this is Miss...
This is Sabrina.
Miss Sabrina. So if you're looking for a great dog, I'm telling you, she's right here for you. We'll be bringing you more from the Delaware Humane Association as the shows go on. Thanks so much for watching Adopt a Pet today.